Hello. Yeah, I want to talk about the struggle, the fight, the feeling that you have to do everything yourself. You have to survive. You have to get up, go to work. You have to get the dinner ready. You have to put the washing on. You have to, I don't know, all the things that you do that make you feel like, when does it ever end and what's the point to it all? It's all so meaningless because I just do it over and over and over again, and even the things that I love become meaningless. But they don't have to be, because what's happening is, instead of coming from your heart center, you're coming from your ego. You're coming from a place of fear. So you're always coming from that place that feels like it has to get something done. I've been really struggling with this in the last few days, and my stomach has been horrendous. I've had terrible stomach pain. And I've asked for it to be brought to my attention where the reason why I'm getting such bad pain. And then a little thought popped into my head, and I have my spirit guides, and Yeshua is one of my guides. Yeshua is Jesus. Yeshua is an ascended master, and he says to me, you know that this feeling that you have about doing everything, about keeping it all going, you know it comes from you. You create that feeling. Which is really harsh, isn't it? It's really hard to accept that we create everything. I know that I create everything in my life because I've seen things manifesting that I've asked for. So I know to a certain extent that what I am thinking in my head is creating my world. Whether I believe I create absolutely everything, I don't know. I still haven't got, I still don't wholly believe that. But I think it doesn't matter about that for now. It all that matters is what's coming to me now in this moment. And in this moment, I'm aware that I'm creating something that I don't like. And people are doing this all the time. They're constantly creating stuff that they don't want in their lives, and then having to transmute it or change it into something that they do like. And this is exhausting, doing this all the time. Constantly making yourself ill and constantly having to try and get better. And if you do it enough, then you can probably have some kind of form of disease forming in your body. It's like a block. It's something that you're not seeing that you're doing. It's a pattern of behaviour that you're creating without being aware of it. And you can be aware. You can be aware at all times. If you are mindful, if you bring your attention into the present moment. And that's really all you have to do, is just remind yourself that you're not in the present moment. And then you can actually take it a step further by thinking, what would this thing that I'm doing right now be like if I came from a place of love, instead of feeling like, oh my God, I have to get it done. I have to do this by this time, and then do that by that time after that. And then it's like a string of events. So I have to do that. And this creates anxiety, doesn't it? So that's not coming from a place of love. That's coming from a place of fear and anxiety. And one anxiety perpetuates another. And it's like it's a vicious cycle, because we create something we don't like, and then we're afraid of that, and then we create something else we don't like because we're afraid of the thing that we don't like that we've just created. If in every moment you can be aware of the thoughts that are coming into your head, and it's possible to constantly be coming from a place where you are connected at all times to your higher self, to your God self, to your spirit, to Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, or wherever you think it's coming from, or what it is. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. The fact is, when I come from that place, everything calms down. Everything falls into place. Everything is meaningful. I can put it into everything. I can come to that place, from that place to everything in my life. Everything I do, everything, even the stuff that I kind of think, oh, I really don't want to do that again, you know. And this is so true for so many of us. And the more you start coming from that place of where you're in the present moment and you listen to that part of yourself that knows everything is good and everything is okay, and you can be calm. You don't have to rush things. Yesterday I was, just as an example, I have a painting that I've been doing for about 2 years now. This painting is transformed because I'm learning a technique. I'm learning the old master's technique in painting. I find it really, really difficult, and it takes me lots and lots of time, and I'm really impatient with myself. And I also like to keep up my drawing skills. So in between doing this painting, I've been doing portrait drawings, and yesterday I did a portrait of my nephew, and I heard the voices in my head saying, you know, you need to hurry up and finish this. You need to do it really quickly so you can go back to that painting, and then that's the thing that's important. And it's, if you notice what the voice is like, the quality of the voice, it's always get on to the next thing. Get on to the next thing and do that. And then when that's done, do the next thing, you know, and do the next thing. And you never ever get to a place where you're feeling happy and calm and centered, because that voice is never going to take you to that place. That voice, if you listen to that voice, you're always going to be just off center all the time. So the point is to notice, just to notice when that's happening. And quite often I notice really late on. So by that stage, the time that I've really noticed is when I'm really anxious, really depressed, really have listen to that voice lots and lots and lots, and usually I'll have really bad pain in my stomach. The way to reverse this voice is to listen to the voice that is love. And the voice that is love is not impatient. The voice that is love is the most natural thing for us, I think, when we feel calm, relaxed. As soon as we connect with that voice, things seem to fall into place. And what you can ask it to do for you is to choose for you. So you're handing yourself over to the higher part of you, your God part of you, that knows what is best for you in this life, in this embodiment you've chosen. This part of you knows everything about you, and it knows what is the best choice for you in any moment of every day. And you can constantly be in contact with it. I mean, people are going to think I'm mad for saying this, but I'm constantly in contact with my spirit guides. And they are constantly in contact with me. And I'm just asking them questions in my head the whole time. And when I'm asking them and communicating with them, sometimes it's not words. Sometimes it's just a feeling that, yes, I know that's right. My feeling gets affirmed. And you can bring that into the present moment all the time. We're contacting spirit. Some of you are going to be in contacting spirit, and if you're contacting that part of yourself, which means that you've changed how you're communicating, you've changed how you're seeing yourself. And when you change how you see yourself, that you're not just a body, you're more than a body, you're huge, you're unlimited, you're so much that you don't realize. And when you connect with that part of yourself, that part knows everything. And then you just have to let go and trust that in each and every moment it knows what's best. And when you do that, when you actually let go of the need to perpetuate this feeling of smallness, that you don't have what you need, that you have to get all these things done. You don't have to get all these things done. What's going to happen if you don't do those things? What's going to happen? Okay, the house might be a bit of a mess for a few days, but what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Ask yourself these questions, because also when you think the worst thing is going to happen, that is when that part of yourself that mostly knows what to do, when you finally relax that voice inside of yourself, keep telling you what to do all the time, when you finally listen to part of yourself that knows what's best for you, that is when you get all kinds of intuitive things coming to you that knows what to do. And that is when action is coming from the right place. And we don't know always what the right place is. That's why it's so easy to slip back into your ego, your perception of yourself that says you're just a body and you have to work. You have to do something. You have to go out and get a job doing such and such a thing. This is you. This is who you are. You have to do it. When you listen to that voice, you're not listening to your unlimited self. You're listening to your little tiny small self that's trying to keep you down. You can overcome that by constantly bringing yourself back to the present moment and listening to spirit, listening to what's best for you right now. Yesterday, I just completely let go and thought, so what if it takes me all day to do this drawing? I want to do this drawing. Drawing is good for me. It's good practice. And as soon as I let go of the need to do this painting, to get back onto it and rush on to doing the next thing, as soon as I let go of that, I felt a release. I just felt calmer. I could relax more. I could just allow myself to be how I am in every moment. And it was like it just felt like I stopped myself being in a box, in a prison. I untied myself and just let it go. In every moment you can do that. In every moment you can be in a state of love for yourself, because when you tie yourself up in knots, when you're in bondage, basically you're limiting yourself, you're not loving yourself, you're harming yourself, even if you don't realize it. It's your free will that enables you. Oops, just had a little problem with my phone then. It just dropped off the table. just put it, see if I can balance it back again. Ooh. There we go. It's your free will that enables you. Now, let me just hold it here. There you go. It's your free will that enables you to be in the present moment and to be with that part of yourself that is the unlimited. I don't even like saying unlimited anymore, because it's an unlimited. It means that you're using the word limited, and you know, I want to use words that express what we are. We are infinite. Infinite is a really good word. We are infinite. There are no rules. There are no limitations apart from the ones that we put on ourselves, the ones that we choose, because we choosing them to explore that part of ourselves. My phone is, I'm going to have to hold my phone. We're choosing to explore a part of ourselves so that we can expand out of that and see that we don't need to have that limitation, because that is not who we are. So don't beat yourself up about having these limitations and these voices, because that's just kind of doing, again, that's not coming from a place of love, is it? It's coming from a place of fear and judgment and criticism. Let yourself be how you are always, and as soon as you notice that, as soon as you have pain anywhere in your body, that is the last resort. That is the last resort. That means that you've got to the stage where it's showing this negative energy is showing up in your body. You can let go of everything in a way to do with your body, and just concentrate on how you feel all the time in every moment. I've found this really helpful because it's so simple. Anyway, I think that's it for now. I just wanted to talk about those voices, because I think this is a really important thing with many people who suffer with, because many people suffer with anxiety. I'm one of them. And that's one of the things that keeps the anxiety going, is those voices that tell us what to do all the time. So breathe. And be now, be present, be thinking, right now, I'm in this moment now, and where am I coming from now? And if you're not coming from your heart center, you'll know that, because you will feel anxious. You will feel like there's lots of things to do and that it's never ending. And you know, this is part of it. This is part of the this is part of the process. It's part of the way that of us learning what to do with that bit of ourselves. It's all love, all of it. Even the learning bits that are difficult and challenging is still love, because you're learning to be loved, learning to remember to be what you are and what you always have been. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and I thank every single one of you for watching. It is a very personal thing for me. It's like a blog, and I'm not trying to get people to watch. If you come here to me, if you're drawn to me, if you're attracted to it, then that's a good thing. I really think that that is the way that I want to live my life, because when it is right, people will notice it, and they will prick their ears up, and they will look in a way that is connected with what we really are, which is God. Okay, thank you. Bye.